if you can please pay some attention. We have youths here who are launching their book in 6 languages, and it's really important that you support them. If you're here to learn more about obesity, please support these young people with their book right now. Thank you.
So we are here to launch officially this book that is called Mom, What is Obesity? My name is Mario Silva. I am a member of ECPO, representative from Portugal, where I'm also the president of Childhood Obesity Association. And this book was officially launched in Portugal on the World Obesity Day Europe. So it was on 1st of March this year. And I'm here to talk a little bit about why we are here and why we did this book. So, first of all, we did this book because there was need to have one resource that was not a scientific resource. It was a resource for the families, for the patients, for the caregivers to understand in very simple words what is obesity. And that is what this book is about. It's a conversation between a little daughter, a little child, and her mom after a bullying episode that happens in school, and what could be traumatizing with the right words, because words matter, and if the caregivers also know how to embrace their kids on this journey with this disease, we can turn it into an opportunity to go and seek for treatment. And that is what this book is about. So they both start the conversation, ignite the conversation without stigma, using a very simple words to explain this disease to a child, what can be also very helpful for some adults, I would say. And we are here with all our ECPO groups because this is fictional, but it has a very strong inspiration with all the families behind all of these members of ECPO from across countries. And I will just reveal some of them. For example, you can see that the two characters have red hair, and you can see here a little girl, not a little girl anymore, a teenager now, with red hairs, and her mom. And the name choose for the main character is Mia, and we have here one Mia also, which is also a daughter from a mom that is a super mom in this case, Vicky. So what we did was try to not focus on one personal history, but including all the important topics that are important for the heart of all of this group and all of our ECPO community. So now I will challenge each of my dear colleagues to talk about what is important for them on this book. So each of them they choose one word or one sentence from this book, and they will talk about it. But first, before I stop speaking, I would also like to say that this is more than a book. This is a project from the community of people living with obesity in Portugal. The book was delivered for free to all primary schools in Portugal, and we we hope that we can do this in every single country that ECPO has representatives. And we also, with the great support of ECPO and also collaboration with the ASO, we could make this book available for free to all of you. I'm afraid that flies, so be quick to get your copy. It's free, but it's also available online at Amazon Books. If you want to buy some copies for your clinicals, to the waiting rooms, etc., or to give to your patients, you will also be contributing by buying this book on Amazon Book to all the countries of ECPO. So when you buy a copy, you are contributing also with a donation, not only for ECPO, but also for the national organizations. So please, get your copy here for free. Let's spread the word and help us buy more. So now, Katerina, what is important for you?
Thank you for Lately and ECPO and Mario for ongoing and yes, of course, to make challenge to make this project being a Martha and Mario. Why we do it though? Because my daughter was living with obesity and I don't know speak with her about these things. Was difficult. I know so many things about obesity and these problems, but with my daughter, wow, I don't know what I can do. And I find these people and these people help me so much. The famous are not alone. In together is more easy, and this book and these words to explain this. The other families give so many contributes, the other young people give so many contributes to this story. We and the other families. You give the name and the other people give so many things. Caregivers are not alone. Take the this opportunity.
Now it's your time, Marta, to share what is your favorite.
Hi, I'm Marta. I'm also one of the authors of the book. And this book is really important to me because I think that when I was a kid, if I had had this book, it would have been way easier to understand what was happening to me, what was happening with my body. I think it's really important, and I hope it helps a lot other families the way I hope it does. Mario actually gave us a little challenge. So basically, each of us was to choose maybe a line, a word, or an expression from the book that makes some kind of impact to us, and just elaborate a little bit on that. So I'm going to start. The line I chose was, making fun of someone's body isn't fair. It's like making fun of someone's freckles. And I chose this line because I think it really shows us how you don't choose to have it. You don't choose to be born with obesity, just like someone doesn't really choose to be born with freckles. It happens. It's genetic sometimes. And it also shows you that you don't have the control to do that. And people with freckles, if they don't like that, they can cover that with makeup, for example. But just like obesity can be treated, but you always have to do it with external help. So in the case of freckles, it would be makeup. In the case of obesity, it would be medical help, your family's help. You always need external help and the support to treat the situation.
Thank you very much. I'm Bruce, one of the members of the podcast from ECPO. And again, one of the lines that I chose first is where the mother talking to Leah and she says, that's what obesity is. I spent things get out of balance. And I think it's a brilliant way. I think it's a brilliant way to talk to children, especially at a young age, because obviously, as we know, obesity is not just a simple disease. It's very complex. But I think for the child's sake, it really helps them to feel reassured. And the language throughout the whole book is very soft, very reassuring. It doesn't make it sound like it's an urgent, scary thing. And just as the mum should be, she's very supportive. And I think that's what it's all about, is making your child feel like you are going to support them, and as well as the doctors as well. So I think it's a brilliant way to just make children sort of reassured. And I think I want to see more books just like this for children everywhere. Thank you, Nick.
Hello, I'm Maita. I was from the news podcast, and first of all, I really love this book because it can help reduce the stigma in the little ages already. So maybe if kids go to school, they aren't scared to go to school because they get bullied or something. So thank you really much that it was good. And the line I chose is making jokes about greatest child because it might be related to obesity or not, because it's never a person's choice. I chose it because it shows that the teacher cares about the child, obviously, and wants to reduce it. And I think that to be more teachers like that, and all more education for smaller children about obesity, so they can understand and maybe won't put it up is there.
So, hey guys, my name is Konstantin, and I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to give a couple words on this book. Ever since I started working with ECPO and working on our youth podcast and everything, I've been receiving the same question like hundreds of times. And the question is how to communicate with adolescents and how do we explain obesity to them? There is no right answer to this question, but this book right here gives a perfect example of how it can be done. Once you get a copy of it and once you read it, you'll find the answer to that question. Also, as far as some quotes that I would like to touch on in this book, what I like is the question, but do I have to go to the doctor, Mom? I remember asking myself the same question and being so afraid of it as an adolescent and of the consequences and of what's to come. Later on in the book, we have the quote, "This doctor adventure sounds exciting." So what we see here is that once we properly explain to adolescents what's to come and what can they expect, it becomes an adventure and not a scary episode.
Hello everyone. My name is Mia, and my name is chose for the character in the book. And I really appreciate that I've come here today to show you what my favorite case of quotes is. It's good to know that you're not alone. And this could be our chance to teach children about obesity. And I know that I'm not alone because with the help of my mom, named Fitzy, she helped me to read this book. When I started to read this book, I felt something inside me that's telling me this could be our chance to help everyone, to teach them that no matter what they look, they're still themselves. And it's beautiful the way it is. And I'm really happy that I just helped this team part of this world. And this is our chance to love us and care for us the way they are. And I'm really happy that my mom is going to help me to get through this. With the help of Mario and the rest, we could work with this, and we could do this together, forever, and everyone in the world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Vicky. Wasn't supposed to be emotional at this stage. I was supposed to be here to thank the people that have supported us in making this happen. But after hearing my daughter, Vieski, and the rest of our youth group, I'm quite emotional. This book is what we need in schools and GP practices and clinics everywhere, because the challenge we have is that people do not know how to talk to young people about obesity. And when you read it and read how they talk about your body being a superhero team, from your stomach to your brain, your boss control center, that if one of your team isn't working properly, well then maybe we need to see a doctor. And that is such a beautiful way that Marta and her mum pulled this book together with Mario. So on behalf of ECPO, I would like to thank Atkoi and Mario and Marta and Katerina for actually creating this book, and with the support of all of the sponsors that you will see on the banner there that had no input in this book. But also EASO and ECPO have endorsed it, and it's in 6 languages. So you have it in English, Spanish, Italian, German, French, and Portuguese. So please treat your book. There is a QR code on the back. Thank you to our sponsors. If you find the QR code here on the banner, you'll actually be able to find out more about the sponsorship that we receive, and also how to buy it and share it throughout your countries. And with the funding that we receive, because we will actually make a donation, we will actually receive donations, all of the organizations, we will put that into creating this book in more languages across Europe and hopefully globally. So thank you to all of our sponsors, thank you APCOI, and thank you to the amazing ECPO team that have been here to support us, but most of all of you for staying and listening to these absolutely inspirational and incredible young people. Thank you, and get your book before they're gone.